The turning point was lepas kita dah bersara nyanyi from last year. So the turning point was seeing the fans punya response that we had like 6 concerts in a year. That's something that's unthinkable. And kita punya pergerakan for that year, we were pretty much just the singers on stage. So before that, we were like, just cakap tadi, semua nak micromanage. So itu dia punya enjoyment tu lain, because you worry about ticket sales lah, you worry about how the drum snare sounds lah, benda-benda yang detail. So when we got rid of all that, we found new love for performing this as a singer. So bila after cassette dengan Sony, dia cakap, have you ever thought about recording a solo album? I cakap terus terang, I tak pernah fikir. They were the ones who proposed, what do you think? So bila diorang cakap, then I got my brain to actually fikir apa nak buat. How do I run away from what people know of me? So the idea was to go a bit more rock. Because which is apa yang saya minat juga. Saya memang minat yang music yang agak agresif juga, which I could not do with KRU. So ada benda-benda yang saya in a way terbatas dengan genre sebelum ni. Comes from the song itself. Sebab tu pada awal ni saya cakap dekat Sony, saya cakap I don't think I want to write songs, because if I do write, then becomes KRU DNA. That's why bila cakap okay, let's get the new blood, yang sekarang ni the in punya apalah writers. So Luka came out with 5 songs Luka kan. So again, as with any composer, selalunya they would want to write the hit songs because they want their songs to be the singles. I am on the other hand, I suka write the fillers. It's not fillers, it's just the rest of the album, because I tak terbatas. I don't, this has to be 3.5 minutes, this has to be catchy, this has to be, I'm more free writing songs. And so bila Luka bagi 2 lagu, I cakap Sony, you know what, since all the lagu masuk semuanya ballad, I want some fast tempo songs, I'll do 4 songs. So bukan gila kuasa, it's just songs that I had from before, then they rock kan, because I wanted to do these songs and it was never suitable for KRU. One thing happen, one thing leads to another. Lepas tu kita buat masing-masing ada, kita tak plan. Seperti tahun ni juga, kita tak plan that tiba-tiba viral Datuk Muzaffar ni tak pernah terfikir. But when things happen, it just happens. So ini antara benda-benda yang it's a good sign lah for me, even for Sony. That when things fall into place, kerja tu we still have to push, but half the work is done by the masses, the people. So pada saya itu membantu. Tapi kenapa saya didn't stop, tidak sambung, is because I had KRU albums. Ada buat benda lain, then I went to directing, benda-benda yang bercabang seni juga. And 2018 we quit. Itu in a diary tu orang kita ingat that we actually stopped. And last year was not KRU bergabung semula, it was just a year of concerts, just for the fans to relive the hits. So it was never a plan to nak panjang-panjangkan the Gen crew dan sebagainya. It was last year, the finale was like no more. So whatever happens after this, kita tak tahu, ni hanya Allah yang susunnya. We've got a lot of plans. Banyak plan yang nak buat, but which I cannot reveal yet. Kita akan buat one by one. Now it's the first single, and after that we're going to release the second single. Then by the 24th of July, it will be the full EP. So lepas tu, whatever happens next, kita tengok keadaan. Also tengok sambutan. Kalau ada sambutan merasakan, who knows? Kita tahu. Saya cuba nak mengelakkan bercakap mengenai KRU, because I live under that shadow for such a long time. Dan bila KRU, Yusri KRU, nama pun pakai Yusri KRU. Sebab tu saya pakai Yusri Abdul Halim lah, saya pakai sekarang Yusri Eternal lah. So just because to run with that. So I would rather not talk about that for the time being, because kita nak masuk yang masuk dulu. Kita nak buat dong, kita dah harap.